one, but as I mentioned before, every community in Chicago has been impacted by this, but especially for a lot of the politicians that run the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago, the folks that they seemingly care a lot about are the black and brown folks who are taking the brunt of the pain, the murders. Things need to change here quickly.
And each of you can comment on this. It's something that all of you have alluded to, and it's the ideological preference over actually providing real safety to the community. And I'll start with you, Mr. Caldwell, and then work on down, please.
Would you repeat your question, please?
Yes, I want you to expand on this notion of how the ideological or political priorities of those who are in political leadership actually undermine ultimately the safety. In other words, they've placed their political ideology over the safety of the community to which they are charged to ensure.
And we've seen the seed of that through the no bail laws. So the cash bail we saw in the First Step Act, not First Step Act, I'm sorry, with the Safety Act, with that initial original bill, second-degree murder, non-detainable offense, arson, non-detainable offense. Many offenses you would think, we want to put these folks away for a very long time, non-detainable offense. And it's been a seed that has started across the country, and one, I think, because we haven't really seen much yet, because the implementation of that law just started. But I'm believing, just based on just pure logic and common sense, that this is going to make matters much worse. So where we are in Chicago right now, where you can be downtown Chicago, be robbed, killed, whatever the case may be, we're really entering Gotham City based on the law that just got implemented.
I seen it firsthand under Mayor Lightfoot's administration when she disbanded all the gang and saturation and gun teams. It made a huge impact. You had veteran officers that knew what they were doing, experienced in what they did, and specialized in what they did. They knew the streets. They knew the offenders, because it's always the same offender. You know, the community that I worked in, it's beautiful. Inglewood's beautiful. Most of the criminals don't live in Inglewood. They just travel there. And they're repeat offenders. And it's terrible to see a beautiful community that's affected when she started this community safety team. You had experienced officers that didn't want to, they felt unappreciated. And as we said, the morale just went out the door. So you had experienced officers that just decided to go back because there was too much liability on the officers doing their job. And when you're chasing offenders with guns, you know, things happen bad. And like others have said, you know, you don't want to be put in that position. You don't want your family to be put in that position where you're going to be on callback, or worse, charged criminally, or you're going to lose your job. You know, it's just terrible. And then it's terrible what COPA's doing to these officers, proactive officers too, most of them. They're trying to do their job because they love what they do. And like I said, it's not a job, it's a career, a calling. And we see something and you want to react. And it happens in a split second. What happened to us was seconds. And it could have happened differently if there wasn't certain policies and procedures that were put in place.
Thank you so much. My time is long expired.